Welcome back, everybody, to the adventures of King Tiber Septim, the Lich Lord. I thought I'd show you guys sort of my strategy right now for giving out land and sort of making some pretty decent vassals under us. So I found this guy here. He's a very, very good character. He's got his 18 stewardship there. He's got his 13 martial. Stewardship is obviously what we're after right now to dish out lands to vassals with, right? I kind of focus on that. Helps with cultural conversion, helps with religious conversion, helps with, more importantly, taxes, which are obviously going to come straight to us. So either that or martial characters I would generally land. So what I'm doing is I'm kidnapping people with high stewardship, high martial. I'm just going to turn him undead, and then I'm going to chuck him whatever province we don't particularly want to hold, which I believe is this one here. What's it called? Kagrim. Here you go, my friend. You can have that one, because unfortunately, I'm finding it very, very difficult to actually find courtiers to dish out land to. We can't give it to anybody who's a lich because they have to be able to marry and produce heirs. And if I go over to the character finder here, if we say search court for people of my religion, for example, you can kind of see the issue with that when the majority of people are either A, landed, or B, I mean, lich, undead monstrosity, us, and then another lich. You can sort of see the concerns there. So that's generally how I'm sort of structuring things. Our goal, I just want to conquest all of this stuff. Wouldn't that look great if it had our banner over the top of it? I think that'd be absolutely fantastic. I noticed that these guys here, High Lord Alison the Wise of the Sentinel Hill, Alison Nibley, is the tributary of God Queen of the Zandalari. She's some sort of troll God Queen there. Very weird. We will probably have to go to war with her at some stage, unfortunately. Now Culturas, obviously, the sort of major point between us and the mainland there. Culturas, I was just looking at here, only have around 8,000 men. So if we go over to here's realm size here, so total levy of top liege, 8,447, assuming everything goes well for him. We could very much do a holy war against these guys and try and grab something pretty significant. I mean, what have they got? Holy war for, so we can take this sort of smaller island here. Oh my god, that doesn't count as all one big duchy. That sucks. This one would be good to get. That's a quite sizable duchy with a lot of stuff in it. And I imagine this stuff is going to be probably divided between... Oh, that's not bad. I was going to say 3 or 4 different duchies there. To be honest, 4 holy wars, we could get this whole thing. And whenever we're off of cooldown, we need to be going for this guy, I think. So, 2,500 of his own troops, then, of course, with all his vassals, assuming everything goes well, assuming they like him a lot and are willing to give him troops, we're looking at about 8,000. We ourselves have 13,000, so I'm pretty confident we can annihilate him here. And, obviously, the majority of our troops coming from literally the island next door and the islands next to him. So, boom, let's do it. You know what? I'm not worried about this. This isn't a war against us, is it? Scourge, Shamanic Revolt. Yeah, no, that's not really a problem for us at all. Let's do it. Lord Admiral Dagobert Proudmoore, some... relative of Jaina, I assume, our ex-wife, now undead Jaina Proudmoore. I kind of want to go for this one just because it'll be the easiest to defend, and it's obviously a lot of territory there. We're looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holdings there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Let's do it. That's a nice size bit of land that we're going to get there. That's a real chunk of change. Let's get everybody on board some ships, and let's go for the invasion. So, you know what? I'm going to land those guys there. These guys here should be very easily able to get on boats, because obviously there's not a particularly sizable army coming from that one. Everyone else will send over to their capital, which is obviously in the slightly neighboring province there. So move all of you guys over to this one. That's looking pretty nice. We might need more than just you know, these sort of random ships full of people to be able to attack that. But it still will help put the pressure on, you know, if we've got everyone within this area. The cool thing about this, as I've pointed out before, all of their docks, you can see where the docks connect up to here. All of their docks are all in this tiny little bit of sea. So whoever controls the sea essentially controls all of the coast for this island. It's quite a nice little setup they've got going on. Let's turn the speed down, because accuracy is going to help out a lot here. You know, we want to be able to defend ourselves too. That's one of the big things I'm concerned about, is we might just be hit by, you know, this guy might say, hey, I want a holy war for Stormwind, at which point probably everyone would join him in that, right? So we want to be somewhat careful about how we approach it here. How many have we got on this one? 3,500. There we go. Merge those together. 9,500 with us on the center is very, very nice. Us and 2 other liches is kind of cool. Right, let's go for it. Where are your troops? What are they doing? They've, like, fielded no men at all. I mean, we've got vision of their entire island at that point, and they've got, oh, besides this one province there, and a couple down here, but they've got nothing. What the hell are they doing? Maybe they're off fighting there. Are they in the middle of another war that oh my god, they are. Defending against God Queen Unji of the Zandalari and the Zandalari Culturasian de jour war over Turtle Rock. Any questions? Nah, me neither. Didn't think so. Right, 3,000 men we could drop off on there. Oh, that is Zandalari right there, huh? So chances are they're over on that Troll Island trying to go to war for some provinces. We might as well have our troops then just try and siege around the capital so that we can quickly move in should the trolls leave at any point. Do you want to resist foul impulses or oil up the rack? I mean, this guy, we could just turn him into undead, right, and then release him. Is he okay? He's not terrible. Wouldn't make an awful vassal. I'll just resist my foul impulses for the time being, now that I've actually turned him undead already. Seems a little cruel to then turn him undead and torture him. Nice. We also got the Lord of, one of the relatives of the Lord of Warcraft there as well. Very, very nice stuff. What I've done is I've actually moved our troops over to here as well, so that the second this troll war ends, we're immediately going to pick up from that siege. Their garrison's going to have 0 time. Like, in terms of game time, no time can tick where their garrison can start rebuilding, because it's immediately once again under hostile siege. Although I was originally going to start, you know, just grabbing up random war score here and there on the north side of the island, I feel like this is probably a much safer idea. I should probably get some better commanders too, because our commanders absolutely suck right now. But again, we can just immediately pick up from this too, so that's not really a problem. How's their war going? Because they're kind of being a bit of a pain in the ass right now. Once we finish with that, I'll kind of focus on the top level holdings of everything instead. How are you looking, my friend? 51% in favor of God Queen Unji of the Zandalari. We'll wait for that to end, and then we should just be able to immediately dive in on it here. One thing I've noticed is levy in this is hideously expensive. With our boats raised, that was up to like 1,000 gold per year. It's very, very, very expensive to have the troops. That's what, like 80 gold a month? It's huge. So we've got to be very, very careful about when we have our troops raised, when we can sort of capitalize on that. What do I even want to go for at this point? Different religion, penalty culture. I'm looking at that. I'm thinking that might be quite nice. Majesty also might not be terrible. Popular customs, religious customs, noble customs. I don't know if they even affect buildings in this. Let's take a look. We've got shipbuilding. We've got altar of net. Okay, that's irrelevant. Cities and temples, castle infrastructure. It seems to me like, honestly, all of the points in cultural advantages should go entirely into tolerance. Mainly because we are going to be conquesting and holy... Well, even so. No, that's not true. Don't listen to me. Because we can immediately, when we get these places, genocide them. My favourite thing to do. Don't tell YouTube, though. We can immediately genocide them and then hopefully kick them out right away without having to worry about those rebellions or anything. I know we get the increased rebellion risk while we're doing it, but we're basically compounding that whole conversion period over the course of a few months. I don't know what to go for. I really don't. Majesty, I mean, it seems fucking pointless. These give us obligations. Great. We can put a bigger tax on the church. I'm sure that's what all Lich Lords care about. I honestly don't know. To be fair, with tolerance, though, it would mean that when we're not scourging people for various reasons, because we couldn't scourge at war or something like that, there was sort of some limits on it. It would at least help give us another, what's that, like 6%? 6.2% bonus with other cultures and religions. I'm going to roll with it. I don't know if it'll help that much, because I imagine everybody probably has immediately a minus 100 general opinion of us or something like that. Right, let's go for these top level holdings, because they're going to give us slightly more war score. Not a huge amount, but still slightly. Hey, we're no longer stressed. We've gotten over the trials and tribulations of being a lich, and we're just sort of learning to deal with it. Oh man, this is going to be a very easy war if this is all it takes, 78%, and we haven't had a single battle yet. In fact, they haven't even tried to stop us once. We've just been wandering around in their properties. Ah, thank you. Well, they did counter-siege that. Well, let's go and put these guys down then, because apparently they are troublemakers. Troublemakers who apparently don't want the undead sieging their homelands. There we go. Thank you very much. Your alliance isn't here to save you anymore, my friends. You belong to the Lich King now. And my Murgle, what are they called? Murlocs? My Merlok Spy Master, they're getting us a few protect points again. I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to invest these into. What could be behind? Door number 1, that's right, it's traitors and rebels. God damn it, they've actually landed an attack force. Do you think we could just chunk it down? Ah, it didn't automatically pick up the siege. That's annoying. I forgot it didn't do that. Oh well, it's not a big deal, is it? I mean, we've basically got this in the bag anyway. Let's turn the speed down and let's just see how far we can go. In fact, I should probably send these guys as a home defense force. Again, boats are so fucking expensive. I hate raising boats in this, but we really don't have a choice, being the world's greatest island nation. Okay, an archipelago of undead Lich Lords. Get onto the boats. Let's go and save our capital very, very quickly. Move these guys south and just keep chugging along there, because this is all worth, obviously, compounding war score. Get on the boats. Let's head back up, and you guys can get to fuck. Thank you. Please, let's go and land them over here instead. Give us a little bit of morale, because obviously those armies aren't quite one for one there. You know what? We'll lead that. Oh my god, we've got to go with 31 Marshal. Where did he come from? Is this like a... Is this a guy from the actual game? I've absolutely no clue. Legendary Hunter, Gnome, Strong, Battlefield Terrain Master, Mountain Expert. Let's let the morale increase very, very slightly there and quickly just re-assault this one. It might be enough. Oh, 86%. Come on. Take back our capital, and then it probably almost certainly will be enough. Alright. Head south, roughly. How are we looking? What's our morale? 72. You know, I'm just going to roll it. I'm just going to go for it, because that might end the war. Or we'll get annihilated, or they'll surrender. Oh, shit, thank you. Okay, well, there we go. Problem solved. We don't even have to throw away any troops at that point. Nice. Wow, that's a really nice chunk of land we just picked up there. Now, what about this guy? Could we maybe assassinate? Plot skill 57%. Probably not in that case. We've got so many prisoners, I forgot to ransom out. Oh, we've only got 2 prisoners. We could also turn them into, obviously, undead servants, so I want to be somewhat careful with that. Why am I being sieged? What's going on here? Attacking Archbishop Wilson. Oh, my vassals are attacking members of the ex-Kingdom of Stormwind there, and are losing against them. Right, okay. I feel like we should grab this one next, because apparently they are now under... Lord... Oh, that wasn't ours either, was it? I think that was Stormwind, which probably explains why we can usurp title. Yeah, okay. So whoever was in Stormwind has lost some land to Dark Iron Dwarfs there. Should we usurp this? How much would it cost? 100 gold? Yep, absolutely no reason not to, I guess. Perfect, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go for this one next, and we probably want to bring down a fairly sizable... I know I said fought retinues yesterday, because they were very annoyingly easy to kill. Oh, man, we've got so much land to dish out as well. Let's probably do that first. You know what? I can give that thing away in one big chunk, huh? Let's sort by Marshal. Let's give it to someone with high Marshal instead. Wait, what about that gnome that I saw? What about that, like, gnome with his 35 Marshal, whatever the hell he was? He was insane. Dickinson, welcome aboard. Please don't, though. Argus, with his 18 stewardship, would do as well. What happened to that guy? I was going to land him, because the amount of troops that he'd be able to bring in would be obviously massive. No, that is it. Ladina is our prisoner. Right, so I can turn her into and land her instead, then. Welcome aboard. Right, okay, and you can have, honestly, that entire duchy that we just got. Oh, do we still need to make it first? Was it this one? Yeah, Drostvar. There we go. Okay, great. Kingdom level title. Let's go ahead and dish that out to her. What's her name? Landina Garfield. I am going to Landina Garfield. I'm going to Landina with Drostvar. Perfect. Oh, shit, it's a Merchant Republic. I didn't realize that. I suppose that could have gone a lot worse. Oh, did I not include lower titles? Wait, what? What happened there? Oh, because there's probably a limit to the amount of land we can give to Merchant Republics. God damn it, that would suck. Oh, no, we can give her more stuff. I have no clue what happened there. Maybe I just accidentally misclicked and forgot to include lower landed tiles. Oh, well, not a big deal. Right, quickly take all of these from me. Thank you very much. What else you got? Crimson Forest. Boom. Is that now all hers? It certainly looks like it is. Oh, no, we've got to give her Golosgear and Barbthorn. Golosgear and Barbthorn. I'm never going to get used to any of these names either. And I'm probably saying every single one of them wrong. It's not really much of a surprise seeing as I've never played bloody well before. There we go. Okay, that's looking a lot nicer. Didn't mean to make an undead Merchant Republic, I will admit, but I guess it has its benefits in the sense they might bring in a decent amount of gold. Probably would have landed someone with high stewardship at that point. This guy, when he dies, I would actually really like to know. So I'm going to mark special interest on him. And then when he dies, we can go and attack everything else he's got there. Let's move our forces over to Storm, and then let's start building up a retinue to some extent. I don't want to go too crazy with it, because they generally seem to be pretty shitty. So we've got light skirmish. I might go for shock retinue to go for heavy infantry instead. Sure, let's go for that. Slightly more expensive, but might be worth investing in, seeing as our last one's got immediately smashed. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so another event-spawned attack then. I guess these would just keep happening if we live on coastal nations, right? They appeared beneath the waves. In a matter of hours, hundreds of frog-like creatures flooded the coast. We got Merlok Invasion. Oh, it's a Merlok host, specifically. 5,000 versus... Thank God we start building up the retinue, because we've got just enough troops to be able to stop him here. There he is. Oh, he's already a lord. Right, okay. Where's Wrenchport then? Because I might want to give him like a whole bloody duchy level title, to be honest with you. It's this one. What else have we got then? No Merrigan? Can I create that? I'm going to give it to that guy, because honestly, he is he's incredibly powerful and could get a whole bunch more stuff. Oh, apparently stop and plot against him. There we go. Get a whole bunch more stuff from him as well. Here you go. You can have that, my friend. Boom. All right, so he's going to apply his martial score now to all of those places. What was our martial? Oh my God, has he got higher martial than us? Oh, no, I thought he was 36 then for a second. Right, okay. What we'll do is raise our troops from here as well. Merge them all together. Let's go for it, I guess. Let's put us on the center. Let's get him on that side. Now, I assume undead are immortal, right? They can't just die of old age. So, in theory, unless Bin Keeses dies of, I don't know, being beheaded, I assume the undead can't get diseases or anything like that either. Unless he actually just straight up gets murdered. We should have him permanently, right? He should be like a guy that's constantly sticking around. There we go. That was a very, very easy war there. Good work. Wonderful. Thank you. We got no war score for that. Why did we get no war score for that? Are you kidding me? So we're going to have to kill the entire host. Why is he not giving us any war score? Okay. I guess we'll just wipe him out entirely. There we go. 100%. Just like a rebellion. Oh, because it wasn't against... Oh, okay. It was against the... Technically against our liege, but that's okay. I could have offered to join to actually have sped that up somewhat. All right. So we want to go to every single one of these provinces. Oh, I've given them away now. Shit. I should have Scourged them first, shouldn't I? To be fair, that one already flipped to Death Glove. That's actually what reminded me. Yeah, I really should have Scourged all of these first. My mistake. I completely forgot that we couldn't do it with our vassal provinces. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, I guess we'll just sit now and... No, I'm not getting rid of my rival. Just sit and help build up a little more gold and work on our retinues a little bit. Lich King wants to make me his spy master. He's got 2 fancy top hats. Except, was it not I wanted to kill off his son or something? It was whoever, you guys were telling me in the comments, it was like something like whoever owned Frostmourne was likely to be named the next Lich King or something along those lines. We have supporters and we're not even voting for ourselves, are we? Oh, we are voting for ourselves, still fine. And I assume this guy is also not voting for himself. What the hell's going on there? So we killed King Gorth, who's just a random dude, and hope that we might be elected here. I don't know how the Lich King's ever expected to die, though, because surely he's an immortal sort of Lord of the Scourge in the middle there, also is incapable, so he's not ever going to lead troops. We'd have to assassinate the Lich King, and I think we can't do that. In fact, we definitely can't do that. It's not even a plot to kill option. Let's not worry about politics. I feel like that's not a concern. We could put up our own realm. If we really wanted to, we could always get independence and make ourselves a rival Lich King, which seems a little odd, but I guess it would kind of work. Was his name like that in the last war as well? Because, the Usurper, now he's called... Oh, he's changed his name. Wait. Oh, no, it's this guy. Sorry, it's this guy. I was looking at that. Great, fantastic name there. What's he got? Fancy top hat. Why has everyone got artifacts but me? Why? I feel like I'm the only guy in the world without an artifact. What have we got? Right, yeah, we've got garbage artifacts. I should be raiding more then to obviously try and build those up somewhat. Have they got anything in here? Nope, absolutely not. Have we got, like, what is this province that's built up here? Okay, we could also holy wall that too at some stage. That'd be kind of useful. What about, like, I'm looking for coastal provinces where we could try and grab some things from. What about this dragon? Do you have anything, little dragon? Nothing at all. We've got the Horde capital over there who also have nothing. Artifacts seem fairly fleeting, and it strikes me as kind of weird because, of course, that sort of getting loot is somewhat central to RPG games. You sort of expect it to be absolutely everywhere. That's alright. I mean, it's still, as far as I know, this mod's still in sort of like alpha, beta, so I assume that's definitely an afterthought, something to be worked on later. 5,000 troops, why? Who are you? Tide Sage War for Ruby's come on Gol Caval. Where is Gol Caval? That one there. Oh, they're actually trying to take back our provinces, technically. I'm not going to worry about that, because I assume the Lich King will come and deal with that. He does have an army there. Which seems to be getting absolutely smashed. So that's always... Oh, they actually won it. Thank you. I appreciate that one. Perfect war score. Nothing to worry about. He's basically won already. Right, let's keep working on these shot retinues. We've actually maxed that out now. So with our spare amount of gold, we can just about afford to ferry them over to Stormwind. Then I'm going to start conquesting this area while it's still a patchwork blanket of... Oh. I am Chief Mogvo, Spy Master of Chieftain Grumpy. Your skill as Spy Master of the Council of the Lich King knows all is known far and wide. I implore you to advise me on matters of politics. Sure? What? A Wolvar man just asked me to teach him, and there we go. His stats are increased. Oh, that's kind of a cool event. That's definitely not base game, so that's a nice little addition there. That'd be kind of cool if we could see that in base game as well. Now they're raiding our capital. Could you leave? Could you not do that? Thank you, I appreciate that one a lot. We need to go raiding ourselves, obviously, because that would very much help pay for some of these absurd retinue and absurd ship costs. So you are first on my kill list here. Oh, now he's a completely different Wildhammer. It's a completely different dwarf altogether. They were Dark Iron a second ago. How many troops we got in Stormwind is probably the real question. Probably not too many in that case. No, almost none. Fantastic. Okay, fine. Let's drop our levies then for a second. We may still need to, unfortunately, bring our own domain and vassal levies over here. 6,900 men. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Have we got any sort of weak targets that I could swing for? 805. Could we conquest them? We can. Fine. Invasion would work, but of course other people would ask to join their faith, so I'm going to avoid doing that as soon as possible. Also, invasions don't work at all when the realm is this splintered. Holy War, same story. Every other holy character would join in this war, so I'm not going to risk that. I think we could just conquest them. because this is more or less a guaranteed victory for us. Oh, that was risky, but I think we've actually done it. My god, we actually survived that. Holy shit. 45% war score. What is going on? How has this happened? Quickly auto... Oh, my God. Give him some troops, man. Let's go for him on the center. Let's go for... Okay, right. Now auto balance. Apparently his auto balance is going to get... Where did these guys come from? They suddenly just hired a bunch of events. Oh, probably Holy Orders. Probably Holy Orders, almost certainly there. Fine. You are retinues, aren't you? I don't really want to disband you, but I also don't want you to just sacrifice me war score too. We're going to have to actually send him reinforcements for what should have been a very simple county conquest, for frig's sake. Alright. They actually won it. They actually won it. I have no clue how. Is it genuinely just maybe Tiber and, oh, well, obviously Binkski says there doesn't have any troops either. I've sent in the full reinforcements because I thought we might need it, but of course, even just having those boats raised, to put it into perspective, having those boats raised and bringing these troops over to Stormwind from our various sort of islands has already put us into ridiculous amounts of debt. It's actually kind of insane how much these boats cost and how much levy upkeep. If we go to this, look at that levy upkeep. 1,213 gold per year gives us a yearly total of a minus 918 gold. It's fucking nuts. So even having them raised for a month is just destroying our economy here. No, nothing sounds like a solid investment, thank you. Right, there we go. That should pretty much guarantee we've won here. I should, if we're going to do this, basically do a bunch of conquests at the same time and bring all the troops over in one go. Because if it's going to cost us 200 gold just to ferry our troops over here every single time, we've only got to pay that once, whereas if I want to keep doing this, we would have to bring them over and over and over and over, you know? So I don't think it's necessarily the best way to do this. Anyway, thank you very much. That's how we just took Nibone. Did I read that right? Oh, Nibley. Good lord, I thought they were actually doing like a reference there. Okay, who have we got that would like some land then? Because again, I'm looking for any undead who are, like, legitimately, you know, undead and capable of holding land. Sort by stewardship, maybe? You'll do. Well, not really, but you'll kind of do, I guess. Turn undead, there you go. And what did we just conquest? We got the province of Southmead. Right, landed title, and Southmead is yours. I'm going to do it. Let's do something completely fucking nuts here. Let's just go absolutely crazy. Oh, we still got... What? Oh, we can't declare war because we're completely bankrupt. So I'm going to go straight up through with that idea. We're going to declare war on everybody simultaneously all at once. And just see how much that... Because look at these tiny little provinces. We've got, like, what's that? Like 3 provinces there, 2 provinces there. These random, just one-off things that we could grab up very, very quickly. I want to grab it before the AI gets it. Because if this unifies as one massive, holy light, in brackets, kingdom, then it would kind of suck a little bit. Now, we should also be... I should need to remember to scourge these things, damn it. Okay. These guys, look, 390, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to declare on absolutely bloody everyone. Conquest, not Holy Wars, not Invasions, because I don't want everybody in the world trying to attack us as well. Goldshire is mine, thank you. Stonefield, also mine, thank you. Now, that is under the Trolls, so I'd rather not attack. Oh, it's not anymore, fine. Conquest of, we'll take Fullbrow, thank you very much. What else can I grab here while we're in the area? Can't Holy War you. Can we take these? Holy Wars and Invasions. Yeah, that's a real shame. 2,000 men. Fuck it. We'll take it. I'll take that one and tidy up my borders quite nicely. Thank you very much, friend. What about something like Lonely Tower? Is a suzerain of Dark-Iron Dwarf led by a human. Am I looking at that right? That definitely is the symbol of the Dark-Iron Dwarfs, right? Very weird. Okay, what about you then? So we could actually conquest a province. Oh, right. So we've got similar to the Viking... the Viking caster spell like there. Pirates, Merloks, Naga, Viacle, and evil religions can take any coastal county. Right, okay. That's already enough. I think that'll do fine. We're in 5 simultaneous wars there, which is going to be pretty... not difficult, but kind of a pain in the ass to try and balance all of those. But again, I'm trying to avoid spending an absolute fortune on just simply boat upkeep at the end of the day. Right, let's move you guys... Let's get all these boats together, and then all the other navies will send down to Stormwind right now, and then hopefully we can disband them before they start costing me a bloody fortune too. Merge those, boys, merge those, get them on board. Right, we are good to go, I think. You've already landed, so let's kick everyone off here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys get back to Stormwind. Okay. Troops are here. We are 48 gold in debt, so we just managed to get away with it. What else can I... Man, we get so many fucking tech points. And shipbuilding doesn't affect the upkeep. I feel like it should. You know, I really feel like it should. So that's going to give us another 2.5% morale of armies. It's not huge, but I will take it. It might help out a very tiny amount. Let's get him on the center. Wait, why can't we... Oh, because we're civilized council. Yeah, sorry, Lich King. This is kind of important. I do need to lead some troops of our own at this point. There we go. Let's do that. And let's put... Maybe I've got someone else who's also up there in the 30s. I might see who I can recruit, actually. Let's reset all. Sort by Marshall. And we'll see if Join Court, yes, is an option. That'll do. I don't know what the hell that is, but that'll do. Naraki. Faces one's a monstrous race of those who arose from organic matter that seeped out the old gods' blighted forms during the primordial era of Azeroth. Me too. I was actually going to suggest that might be what they were. Let's bring him on board, thank you. Okay, let's let our morale increase while this guy waits to turn up. Then we will immediately make him commander. Goodbye, you've served us wonderfully, but you are kind of garbage. I want to win him over a bit, because there's no reason he wouldn't just leave our court immediately, but this is a really, really, really strong lineup now. Make sure that's auto-balanced, and I guess we will just go... We'll start up here, and we'll work our way south. I think that's the safest bet, because this way we'll get taking more score if nothing else. This is my foul impulses. You know what? You're going to be a pain in the ass because this is like multiple different dwarven territories. Where are your troops as well? They haven't got any. Fine, we'll come back to you later on. These guys do have troops. This is going to be a much, much safer battle to fight. Now, look at how quickly, like, we've got 17,200 men versus their 1,200 men. Normally, sorting this, I wouldn't expect to take too many losses. We took 4,000. The undead are really bad. The undead are really, really, really bad in terms of their ability to siege. I mean, obviously, the more we do this, the less losses we're going to take, because the undead are actually just going to be straight up dead. But hey, 62% already. Yeah, let's go for this whole thing. Let's try and tidy up this war first, and that will hopefully try and allow me to focus a little bit more on the harder to fight wars. 99%. Come on, do it. There we go. Okay, that's the first one down. This should be very straightforward. We did lose a lot of troops in that, so as we go, I'm going to be more and more maybe cautious about doing this many assaults that quickly. But we should be able to reinforce, because we're fighting sort of home territory. Not really home territory, is it? Ooh, shit, these troops are bad. These troops are so bad. Everything is like a Pyrrhic victory over and over. Right, there we go. That'll do. 6% war score against this guy, and this is his. This is the province we're going for. I'm just going to stand and just let these guys siege it down the old-fashioned way. There we go. That'll do it. Thank you very much. This is a good strategy. It does work, and obviously I probably wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for the absurd boat cost that we've got going on here. But this does work kind of okay, so it's not that big a deal. We've only got 5,300 troops left. Good God, they've all disappeared that quickly, huh? And then there I go, assaulting again. Just can't help it, because obviously in the base game I see that sort of, I mean, 1 to 1,000 ratio, and I think to myself, that's pretty good, or 10 to 1,000 ratio. There we go. Thank you very much. I will accept that one. And this is obviously giving us moral authority as well in terms of religion. I doubt it's necessary. Yeah, we're at 100%, so they'll probably already convert pretty decently fast anyway. Right, these guys are next, and these were the suzerains, or were at one stage. Now they're just independent round 5. Why have they got Merloks fighting for them, though? Why is that happening? And they also did just seize one of our goddamn... Can you not do that? There's no river cross now. I'm just going to swing for them and hopefully kill them all dead without losing too many of our own troops. Oh! Good God. Yeah, literal definition of a Pyrrhic victory, huh? Wow. Christ, these troops are killing me. Have we got any other men reinforced? Barely. Oh my God, barely. Wow. That just doesn't seem right. Probably because I've got way too much land. I also do need to give some of this away very quickly. I'm actually an idiot. It turns out we're a flanker all along, so I should have already kept us on the flank, which is exactly what I've done instead. What happened to that other... Oh, did he already leave? No, he's still here. I don't know why he resigned as commander there. Right, I don't know why I'm turning speed down as if it's going to make any freaking difference, if they're going to fight any carefully. Come on. This slight flanker bonus is 20%, so it's not insignificant. It might be enough to hold out. I don't know what the hell else I'm supposed to do here. It's not as if we can hire mercenaries. Love to make Storm in our capital so we can launch these campaigns from obviously over here instead. How long till all of these new administration piss off? Another 5 years on that one. Good God. Do we have any more troops capable of being raised? Nothing. 951, which we'd have to put down these armies for anyway. Are we going to hold out? Are we actually going to be able to hold this? The center is actually doing it. This goddamn gnome, this undead gnome man on the center is just holding our armies together. Look at that. Boom. 32% war score. And with that, I'm going to retreat and then sort of hopefully rebuild for a little bit. It's not as if we bit too much off here, but I just don't know what happened to the troops. They just melt so quickly. We've got some really, really bad... Oh. Oh. My daughter is now a lich as well. That's cool. She's also very, very good. 26 martial, 12,000 troops. Oh, shit, she's got landed? Not only has she got landed, she's got a whole bunch of troops. Oh my God. That's incredible. How Septimus somehow ended up with, like... Wow, 18 living members is also pretty good to say that we've only been, you know, our character's the first character, and this guy's also undead, and undead don't generally have too many kids, do they? Wow, that's kind of impressive. Our daughter's actually incredibly good. We just die and play as her now. That would be kind of ideal, because then we'd inherit all this land up in Northheim. I'm sure it's got a name like that, right? I'm going to nominate her. Fuck it. Sort by rank. Obviously, who is also our relative if we can. We might not even be able to. No, we can't. That sucks. Alright, don't worry about it too much. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do about this war then? Well, we could increase our retinue reinforcement because I set it to half to try and save some money here. What can we raise? You know, we can get a few more troops here and there. It's not fantastic. Certainly not worth spending the hundreds of gold to actually ferry them over, because of course we could just buy mercenaries with that instead. Why are they not letting me disband these troops? Thank you. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is why I want Stormers as our capital, so we can bring them over. They're holy orders. No. And there are barely any mercenaries either. Oh, God. What? Oh, our capital sieged. Oh, accidentally incredible. I was like, okay, I'll raise some cavalry then, because of course cavalry might last more than 30 seconds in combat, and then they appeared in Stormwind. Okay, that's actually worked out incredibly well, huh? I'm going to leave these guys around for a while to obviously reinforce, because sending in 24 cavalry would just be a complete waste. We're doing okay just doing these sneaky little guerrilla warfare tactics, because they're also attacked by someone else, so completely distracted. We can go and have counter-siege this province that they went for, and now we're just sort of going for the war goal here. We are still going to have to grab some Battle War Score, though, by the looks of it. Yeah, 72%, that sucks. Let's back out again, meet up with the retinue, and then we'll come back in, all guns blazing. What are these guys? Oh, they've come to counter-siege that as well. Of course they have. Of course they have. Okay, and is our capital still sieged? It is. Okay. Oh, that's probably why they're getting war score, because that's their army. Fuck's sake. Okay. I'm completely blind. Don't worry about it. We haven't really got enough troops. We actually don't have any troops at all. At least not enough to do any damage to this. Fine. Let's disband those guys for the time being. Let's focus on this war first. And then I think we might be able to win it just from Battle War Score over here, even if with our capital siege down. Alright, I changed my mind on that one, I will admit. So, I thought if we leave this siege, then they're going to be able... Oh, they're going to prevent our forces from reinforcing. Ooh, take that out quickly. Good lord. 2,800 men at half morale. Quickly, kill them all. This is going to be close. This is going to be very bloody close, but we've done it. 24%. Shit, we've lost so much war score. Oh, God. This one war is an absolute pain in the ass. Oh, yeah, now we're fucked. Now we're completely fucked. Been itching for a fight. Why aren't you begging for mercy? Get him killed. Yep, okay, this sucks. I'm gonna white piece him. Fuck it. I don't know how we're supposed to win this. We've got no money or troops left. Oh, we do have kind of troops left though, don't we? These ships, they're so expensive. Get rid of these ships. What do I do? What do I do at this point? Apparently we're still winning. I mean, if we've got any more troops on the island I could send over. Nope. They are all over the world again. We might be able to reinforce if we're quick. I very much doubt it, but I'll give it a damn good shot. We don't surrender. What am I talking about? White pieces, man. What a stupid thing to say. You don't have any men. Stay there. You don't have any men. Stay there. You don't either. There's 9,000 men in Stormwind. For fuck's sake. Where are you guys coming from? As fast as we kill them, they seem to respawn, and our troops just seem to not change at all. Right. Reinforce, please, for the love of God. You can go. You can go. Thank you. We don't need these ships here either. You can go. Thank you. Right. Please reinforce. We can still win this. The morale is holding out. Tiber is strong. Nonsense. Please. Come on. You shit. Okay. I don't know what we're supposed to do. How has this one guy done so much fucking damage? He's got 2,000 men, for Christ's sake. Okay. I'm white piecing. I'm white piecing. We'll come back to this one later. I'm white piecing it. We need time to let our troops bloody reinforce. Apparently these dwarfs have also mustered a friggin' powerhouse of an army from 2 friggin' provinces. Yeah, the dwarfs absolutely kicked our ass there, and I'm really not surprised. I mean, I had to basically straight surrender to him. So that's kind of the risky aspect of the strategy we're using. We were able to get 3 provinces, but we weren't able to succeed with 2 wars. But we saved ourselves probably more gold by going in for this whole attack and surrendering 2 wars than we would have by having those boats raised. Because you guys saw earlier, we're looking at like... They're just so expensive. They're just so freaking expensive to do that over and over and over. Granted, it would be safer. It would be a real slow way to play the game. And I'm, you know, I'm not about that. It would just be so, like, we basically conquer a single county per episode. And I think I would fall asleep watching that, let alone you guys too. But this is good though. What about Culturas? Are you still not dead? Why are you not dead? Plot to kill him. I might just at least launch the plot in the background here. Yeah, we'll ransom you guys out, see if we can earn a little bit of cash here and there. Nobody wants to join apparently because we're an undead lich. People might like this dude as well. Court dwarf makes no sense. I love it. Oh, you can make gnomes dwarfs. That makes sense. Let's go for building a spy now because 11%. Do we have any slightly better guy than this random Murgle? Brothog. That's incredible. Bothog, you are now my spy master. What are we up to? 81%. You know what? Can we switch over to spy? We can, can't we? Change to intrigue. Plot power increase plus 5%. Be able to spy on him. Even then, I don't think the -10 general opinion for spreading false rumors or whatever would be enough. I think we'll stick with war. I think we will stick with war. I don't know how long this series is going to go on for, I will be completely honest. I think this was meant to be just a look-at series before we dived into a full-blown playthrough. I'll start winding it down over the next sort of few episodes. There's still a little bit more to see, I guess, in terms of gameplay mechanics. I'll install the artifact acquisition mod, and we'll actually go around and sort of steal a few artifacts here and there, see if we can't build up our realm. If there's anything you want me to test... if there's anything you think I should see before we bring the series to an end, of course, please let me know. I'll chuck in some other testing mods as well. Obviously, not that they're not going to break the flow of the campaign for those who actually are interested in this, but things that will complement it. Like I said, the artifact acquisition mod, go on a big old raid somewhere, you know, go and break into someone's house, steal a nice sword, something along those lines. The undead gameplay... honestly seems fairly shallow. I mean, the Scourge mechanics are obviously kind of interesting, the Disease mechanics are kind of interesting, the ability to become a Lich is kind of nice, but look at our decisions menu. There's nothing. There's like actually nothing we can do here at all. Being able to only pick 2 focuses as well is a little bit disappointing, I guess, but it is sort of thematically something that makes sense. I feel like I probably wouldn't personally want to do a Lich playthrough. Being able to train your skills and stuff, I really like the idea of that, and obviously being a Lich is sort of completely not that on the arse. In the future, the Demon playthrough sounds very, very fun, and that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. If you guys have, of course, got any suggestions for long-term playthroughs as well in this, definitely willing to check those out. I guess it doesn't really matter that I don't know a huge amount about the Warcraft lore, because I think the mod is more than capable of holding up on its feet. But like I said, for tomorrow, we'll do some sort of final test, and then we might wrap it up around there, and then come back to this at sort of give it a break for a bit, and then come back to it with after I've got a full-blown playthrough of mine, because I want to give it the best chance we can. I feel like right now, just conquesting as an undead, aren't I, really? So it's not the most gripping and not the best showcase for the mod either. Let's give, in the meantime, a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who've made this series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kira, to Atmosis, Bacon Kitten, Sidini, Crazy Pat, Croesus, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, NatBuskus911, Nathan Flores, Necro Philip, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Shayuk Sinclair, Stannis the Manus, the Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Bacchus, and William Green. Thank you for your support in these NT levels on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible. Hope you guys have enjoyed the sort of mini-series. We'll get back into this probably later on in the future. Of course, we've got a couple of episodes still to go. So I don't want to make it out like I'm immediately cancelling it after today or anything like that. But we'll give it a little bit of time on the back burner after this to sort of see if they add any more features as well, because I'll be very, very interested in that type of thing. Let's give a shout-out to everyone else, including Twitch to start with, because those guys have really not had anything much recently, because I've been swarmed. I started that second series to give myself some time to work on Mad World. Haven't had time to work on Mad World, because all I've been doing is modding that other fucking second series, along with setting up this, along with setting up the other Rimworld mod pack. I feel like I haven't had time to breathe, so we will get back to Twitch as soon as I get 5 minutes. Also some other stuff, which I'm going to explain in the video on a second channel. Just a quick update about some other unrelated stuff for those of you interested. So we'll point that out at another time. But in the meantime, a thank you to Acero, Adam Person, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoom, Ben Trope, Etimus Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Duncan217, easier to pronounce name, Emerald Beam, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gompo, Grey, Haji Dumar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Icy the Great, Irish, Israel, Isaac Burrows, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, Jason Sushu, Jose, Euron DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan, Sammy, Panther Pearl, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Denisar, Rush Nolgart, Billionaire, Smirt One Talar, The Bloody Knight, Valon Curry, Voodoo Mumbo, Wesley Grayson, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yorkus, and CK2. See you guys all tomorrow for what might be the final chapter of our boy Tiber Septim, the Lich Lord.